On with the introduction of these players, Root Destiny in the bottom representing Team Guns and Broaches as the Red Zerg. His partner, Complexity Minigun, in the left side, bottom left side, as the Blue Protoss. Need to switch those colors around. I'll do that in a moment here. Team Wizards, the Blue Terran in the top left, and the Teal Zerg in the top left-ish as the Teal Zerg from the Team Wizards.
I'm just looking at the chat here, and apparently a quote from their chat is that, Chad, do you know why we lost that game? Because I didn't have any infestors. Yep. So I think they're just going to super turtle at their ramp, try and get out infestors as fast as possible. Hopefully they won't do exactly what Cats did and just go straight infestors and just kind of cut everything in favor of them. But we'll see. It looks like no super early pools, no gas force or anything like that coming out quite yet from any of these guys.
Yeah, but Destiny is exactly right. I was thinking the exact same thing. They couldn't quite reach that perfect composition of Colossi, Infestor, Roach, and maybe a couple sentries thrown in there. And the Vikings just tore them up. The Vikings taking down enough Colossi to reduce the damage being done to his Marauders. And the Marauders just walked right on through with the Meat Shield Roaches in there. So pretty cool right there, noticing that you can take down the Infestor Colossi team if you have the right timings and if you put on enough pressure early where they will never get a lair, which Destiny never reached.
Yeah, he was just getting it right at the end there, and it was no good at all. So Destiny did go for that 11 pool once again, whereas Team Wizards here, their Zerg player actually went, looks like 14 gas, 14 pool there. Not going to opt for that hatchery first, and interestingly enough, not actually even walling off and immediately going for a tech lab on this barracks, as well as throwing down a second barracks. So I think we'll be seeing some early bio pressure here, and they're definitely going to need to scout this, I think. And interestingly enough, 2 drones just kind of zigging and zagging here for Team Wizards. And Minigun this time, unlike other games, deciding to wall off. They're seeing the importance of that, but this could actually become a bit of a liability if these early Marauders get in and do some damage, especially paired up, of course, with the fast speedlings that will, of course, be showing up too, as link speed is already underway.
And I was kind of wondering what the Zerg Team Wizards was doing. He got the gas first, and that usually signifies speedlings, but it was way before the spawning pool, and he's continuing to mine gas. Banelings, yes, Banelings.
Ooh, look at that drone.
There it is. There's the Banelings. That's what I was thinking they might go with. So it's going to be, you think it's going to be an all-in, just Baneling Marauder?
Yeah, it seems like it. We're actually even seeing a second tech lab here on this barracks. Usually, one of these barracks has a reactor on it, but no, this is going to be pure Marauder. And, wow, it looks like a pylon, these lings for it. The aggression has actually already begun here. A pylon actually going to fully wall this off. But these lings being very annoying. We've got the first stalker getting chrono boosted out. But those lings really denying a lot of mining time. Destiny doesn't even have his roach worn up yet. He does have 2 queens out there. Looks like one of them going to poop out a creep from here. Probably wants to try and get that up to the front line as fast as possible. And, man, this game might be over before it even began, as this aggression is just going so hard. But Minigun very persistent at continuing to wall this off, and Destiny is going to be able to start his Roach production, but of course, Marauders with a little bit more range than the Roaches, and there it is, 8 Banelings morphing in.
Yep, there they are. They're about halfway down. Great foresight from Team Wizards to bring that Overlord up so those Marauders can just shoot away at those pylons. Down it goes, and these lings can micro. These lings and stalkers can micro against these banelings. But while they're doing that, these Marauders with the concussive shells are just going to shoot away. So I feel like this is a pretty well planned out strategy. And Destiny did go 11 pool, 18 hatch, so he's just going to have tons of lings, and now he is producing a couple of roaches, but those are Marauders.
And those lings poking in, a couple going to get picked off. Doesn't know if he wants to come out. We do have the first sentry coming out here, but, how do you force field in this situation? There's no good force field to really do. And those Banelings are just biding their time. They have been shown. They are well aware of that, but they just can't do anything. And that one gateway is the only unit producing structure of Minigun, and it's going to get taken out. And they are just in a ton of trouble right now. There's so many lings out, but with this kind of Baneling count, it's going to be trouble. And a lot of the Banelings exploding, and that's just going to leave basically the Marauders here to clean almost everything up right now. And this game is looking like it might just be done.
Yeah, that was a great composition. I mean, you can't do much against that with lings or roaches or stalkers or zealots. It's just a great attack. I hadn't seen it before, and the kicker was those Overlords allowing the sides of that wall up. They took out a lot of Minigun's production buildings, and it looks like he does have warp gates, but it's not going to be enough. There's no way it's going to be enough. But Destiny trying to wear away at these Marauders, 2 more reinforcing, and these Lings just going to town. And Destiny leaves the game.
And Minigun going to go ahead, drop the GG, and that's going to signal the end of Guns and Broaches. They get eliminated by Team Wizards.